Okay, we've looked at how X-rays are produced, and X-rays are sometimes called shadowgrams. There's a normal X-ray shines X-rays through the body. Some more dense tissues will attenuate, i.e. reduce the energy in the signal more than others as it passes through, and therefore we can build up this shadowgram picture. CT scans are cleverer than that. What they allow you to do is to image a cross section through the human body. So it's like you've taken a slice and are looking down on it. So if you look at this image, this is a CT image. It's essentially a slice level with the human eyes, okay, a horizontal slice. So we can see the eyeballs in their socket, we can see the nose, but we can also see the brain as well. If you just took a normal X-ray from the top of someone all the way down, you would see everything. Okay, you would see their jawbone, you would see the top of their skull, the bottom of their skull, you would see their spine, you would see their hips, you would see their ribs, you would see their knees, you would see their feet. That's all part of this image. Okay, so CT scans allow you to take a cross section um, of the human body. Now, how it does that is by using multiple X-rays. So it takes multiple images, and then a computer analyzes those images and builds up a picture of what the inside must look like. A very clever computer program does that, but it works a little bit like this. If here's a shadowgram, okay, here taken from the right hand side, bulb shines light in like this, and what we see in this wall is this image here. Okay, what could you tell from that image? Well, I could probably tell that is a woman holding a pineapple. Okay, from this image alone, can we tell what hand the pineapple is in? No. Okay, however, if we take another image from a different direction, produces this image here, and looking at this image, what can I tell? Well, I can tell she is holding a banana. Can I tell whether it's her left or right hand? No, because I can't be too sure if she's facing that wall or facing away from that wall. So each of those two images contains a certain amount of information. However, if I combine those two images and a little bit of logical thought from the image on the left hand side here, I can tell that she's facing away from the back wall, essentially. I can tell that the pineapple is in front of her. By combining that information with the one at the back wall, I can tell, okay, if she's facing forward, that banana's in her left hand, which therefore means the pineapple must be in her right hand. So I can then, through a little bit of logic, work out that this is how she must be standing. And essentially that's what CT scans do. They send X-rays. So let's say we had just a solid box. Okay, so here's a box, but there's a hole in it somewhere. But we don't know where that hole is. What we could do is we could send X-rays in like this. Now those X-rays have to be collimated. By that we mean in columns. They are all straight, parallel to each other. And then we put a little detector down here. And what this detector down here would detect is not so much X-rays, not so much X-rays, more here underneath the hole, less here, less here. So we could have a little idea that that hole in that object is somewhere above here. However, I would know whether the hole's here, whether the hole's here, or whether the hole's where it is. How could I deduce that? Well, I could either turn the object around or shine in X-rays from another angle. So if we shine in X-rays, let's use another color, this way. And then we would see not much here because it's quite thick material, but more in this region, maybe not at the top. And by combining together those two images, I could work out, okay, there's a hole in the material here. And that's what computerized tomography or computed tomography is. So it involves taking X-rays from multiple angles, a computer recording and analyzing those images, and then producing a cross-sectional image of the human body. So how that's usually done is this. Okay, we have our little patient. They lie down in a bed or scanner. Sometimes you can stand up. We have an X-ray source, sends X-rays. Use a smaller pencil than that. Sends X-rays through the human body. On the other side, we then have a little detector here that detects those, rather than having to take multiple images, by setting something up, taking an image, setting it up, doing it again. This rotates round, so a moment later it might have moved round to here, and then can take images and record them at the back. And it will just do a 360-degree rotation around, taking multiple images as it goes. Now, um, sometimes you might give the patient a contrasting fluid, which just will make certain organs absorb more of the X-rays, which makes it easier to visualize them.